We're going hot. We're going live. Hey, everybody. We're live. What's happening? Hey, it's Ask Arick Anything. A to Z Programs live on popculturepros.com. And I'm going to use a little magic here. Watch this. This is great. I'm going to make David Joaqui produce. I'm going to make him produce money for me. Now, I'm going to make David Joaqui appear right before your eyes. Alakazam. Alakazam.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
Wow. Hey, I took a magic class over the weekend. It was pretty intensive. And
I can see that. I was just here, relaxing, and boom, here I am.
first you were there, now you're here. Well, David, we're here and everybody's here. We got Frank already. What's up, Frank? How you doing?
Hey, Frank.
We are at we're rocking and we're rolling, and we're sharing the show out, and we are hanging and banging. And this is Ask Arick Anything. Then Dave and I are here, and we're winging it. This is our winging it show. We're shooting the shit. This is a show for you, for everybody out there. It's like a big thank you show. Thanks for watching. Come join us, have fun, and anything can happen here on the A to Z program. But that's the cool part about it.
Absolutely.
Should I share this to a yard sale group, Dave, or no?
Of course, why not?
Yeah.
I'm sure they have plenty of questions they're dying to ask
Yeah,
you.
they really are. So we're gonna do that, and
But yes, while he does that, make sure to take advantage. Put in your questions in the comment section there for Mr. Arick Zant, the host of the A to Z program, the greatest talk show host on the Pop Culture Pros network.
oh, Dave, you're too kind. You're way too kind. You're way too kind. Harley's here. Hi, Harley.
Hey, Arlie.
How you doing? And as we speak, Dave, our watchers are blowing out of proportion. So this is great. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate. So, Dave, a lot of things been going on in the world. Um, so the FDA, you saw, recently approved the COVID vaccine, the Pfizer COVID vaccine. Um, how does that make you feel?
So I saw they approved it. Now my question is, weren't they saying that this Pfizer, if you get the Pfizer vaccine, you also need to get this booster if you want to protect yourself from the Delta variant?
I heard that, but my niece, who has been on the show, told me that it is mainly for immunocompromised and elderly people, 65 and up.
Got it.
So it would appear that healthy, strapping young men like you and I would be, we'd be okay, protected. I believe in it. I believe it because it is a fact, Dave. I've been keeping up on this. I have read multiple articles that it says, and I'm not one of those. Look, I'm not Republican and I'm not Democrat. I don't give two shits what either side thinks. I don't think there's a conspiracy. I don't think everybody's crazy. I believe in people. When a scientist tells me, okay, and I've spoken to scientists, when he tells me that they have done research on this for 20 years, they've already had vaccines for SARS and for all this stuff in development. They just didn't need them because there was no epidemic. That's how this thing got fast tracked. And okay, I'll sidebar. There's a real cool. If you watch Vice TV, why am I holding a screwdriver? If you watch Vice TV, where's my pen? There it is. If you watch Vice TV, they did a great episode on the Delta variant epidemic down south, and this guy walked into a hospital what that is totally over it's stressed. They don't have any beds, and he's interviewing these people, and he's talking to doctors, talking to nurses, talking to patients. The doctors he's talking to said that 97% of the people that are sick in the hospital itself haven't had the vaccine. He said less than 1% are are vaccinated, and they are immunocompromised and or like 412 years old. So it's too bad, man. Like
Wow.
people aren't like, well, I don't. You know, how about this, Dave? All these guys that think this is a big hoax and a big conspiracy, they go out, but they still like eat hot dogs. They chew Red Man. Um, what else are they? They eat Snickers bar. I mean, there's probably more chemicals in a Snickers bar than there is in the COVID vaccine. I mean, I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to push anybody away with what they believe. If you want to believe what you want to believe, that's fine. I personally trust science. I think science is right. I don't think science has ever steered us wrong. Any medicine you take has a risk, of course. Aspirin can kill you. I mean, huh? You know what I mean? It's like, come on, Frank, you're right. You're right. You're right. It's mostly the unvaccinated that are sick. And listen, we're not like a pro-vaccine. Well, we are. We're on board with the vaccine. We want people to stay. Listen, we want people to stay healthy and stay well. We want you to get back to the four-wheeler races and the protests and anything that you enjoy doing. That's what we want here. That's what we want here. So, Dave, but that guy in that Vice, after I go on this tangent, that guy in the Vice, he was actually interviewing a girl. They have these like giant glass rooms. They're like bulletproof glass. And he's asking her, I mean, she's like, well, I thought I had a cold. Then I thought I had allergies. And then like it felt like there was an elephant sitting on my chest. I couldn't breathe. Then they told me I had COVID. Then they told me I had the Delta variant, and I didn't believe them. And finally, she's like 3 weeks in the hospital. She finally believes that she has it and is sick from it. And she's trying to tell people, like, look, I was on board with not believing. He goes, and I almost died. So he goes, are you gonna take the vaccine now when you're better and you're able to do it? She goes, well, no, I don't know. I don't really know enough about it, So, when she gets a microscope and like one of those like DNA things that's spinning around, like the chemical analyzer, and like those lights that show blood every. I don't know what I'm trying to say is, you're not a scientist. That's why these people are scientists. They do this work for you. Okay. Yes, boss. Toilet researchers. Come on. Why? Your grandmother that takes insulin, is she part of some big conspiracy? I mean, your dad that takes blood pressure, or me, or whoever. No, man, it's not a conspiracy. People be fucking dropping dead left and right if it was. Oh, but wait, whoa, oh, Dave, whoa, we got some traffic here.
Whoa.
James Bumper.
Back to back.
May I say, Jim, peace be with you, and thank you for coming on to the A2Z program. I was just Dave. I don't know about you. I was thinking the same thing too. So you, Jim, and I were all thinking the same thing at the same time.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, well, Frank, most of the non-vaccinated is political, or they don't trust politicians because every time they run for office said you're going to do this and do that, and I wind up doing nothing. So how can I believe anybody who does nothing and goes out and tells people to get vaccinated? Very good point, Frank. Very good point. But I don't think it's the politicians, which you're right, they are making it political. And I'm gonna throw. Oh, boss! Thanks for stopping by, boss. We appreciate you here. Boss, we love you. If it wasn't for you, we would have no Pop Culture Pro. Sam made it. Sam, what's up, Sam? What's going on up in the hills of Windsor? I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, the politics. So this whole political atmosphere has created this big division in America. Okay, it's not even about race anymore. It's not even about. It's a little bit about money, but it's all like you're either left or right, and like there's family members that don't talk. I have family members that call me a liberal. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal at all. I'm logical. Logic. Like I'm sick, and I'm gonna take this to make me feel better. Like Pepto Bismol. I got a stomach ache. I'm gonna take Pepto Bismol. Well, you don't want to do that because what if there's like a Siberian earworm in it, and you end up like seeing hallucinations of Katharine Hepburn? Come on, man. That doesn't make any sense. That makes as much sense as what I just said. But I don't know, Dave. You think this is all horse shit, or do you think are we ever going to recover? I mean, we're going to recover from COVID. I have no doubt about that. Are we going to recover from this division?
I don't know. People are kind of set in their ways, and it's murky right now.
It is.
I will say this, what you were saying before, how it's mainly the unvaccinated that are getting this Delta variant. I actually have a friend that works at the hospital, and she's saying, yeah, obviously, what you're saying, that the ones that are not vaccinated are the ones getting it. But what she did tell me as well was that those that are vaccinated, the ones that the vaccine that they have that is still having them get the Delta variant is the Pfizer one.
Wow.
She said that she hasn't gotten like any other, not Johnson & Johnson or Moderna. It's the Pfizer one that if they come in and they say they're vaccinated, that's the vaccine that they've gotten.
And they're the ones that are getting sick before the other ones are, the Pfizer.
Yeah, the Pfizer.
So maybe the Pfizer vaccine needs the booster. Maybe myself included, I got the Pfizer one. Maybe I need a booster. I'll get it.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's why they came out with the booster, because it was the percentage, I think, was a lot lower from the Pfizer to protect you from this new variant than the Moderna and Johnson & Johnson, I believe.
Wow. So that's a first-hand account right there, Dave. That's a primary. You're a secondary source to that. Dave, do you think people know, all you college people out there, does anybody remember what a primary source is? Do you know, Dave?
A primary source? Where the source comes from?
Yep. A primary source is an account of a person who was at or attended or was responsible for an event in history and wrote it down and documented it. I'm loosely translating it. It obviously probably has a more meaningful definition, but that's what it means. A primary source, like I used to write them in college. I used to write primary sources for a history class. They were really fun. We would get this primary source, say it was from Aristotle or John F. Kennedy or Abraham Lincoln or Henry Ford, and we would write an essay about the primary source. That was the main source of what event in history that happened. So you, sir, had a primary source. You are now a secondary source commenting on the primary source that happened. Did anybody... Hello, babe. My girlfriend's here. Did anybody ever think that I would expound this kind of virtuous knowledge on the A2Z program and enlighten them to the finer points of journalistic writing and or talk show hostery? Can you come over here and do that? This is what she was doing while I was talking the whole time. Watch this. This is great. Guy, this is Lauren. This is my girlfriend. Come on in. Come on in. I was talking my bullshit, which was true. I mean, I was being true. And this is what she was doing. Go ahead, babe. You got to get over here.
I don't want to.
She was walking by, going like this the whole time. Oh, that's so great. Oh my God. I hope you don't trip. Anyway.
I was going to comment one more thing. And
Dave, have at it.
It was about, you were saying, the conspiracy theorist. And I feel like at this point, they got to give it up if they're still on that case about, how, I don't know, because there's so many. It's either like the government's trying to control you, is the government trying to kill off people. And yep. I actually heard the other day, I believe it was Bill Burr, and he's like, I think these guys are so full of crap, because really think about it, that the government is going to create this vaccine to kill off, and what is it, like a lot of the population to, even it out. And the people that they're gonna kill off are the people who actually are like, okay, that they're gonna listen to you. Like, why would they do that? And
Yeah.
leave the people who are just gonna like not listen to anything and cause a ruck and riot over everything. He's like, it's ridiculous to think that's the case, that they're trying to kill us off with this vaccine.
It really is. Steve, I think you're hot in the spot. Um, oh, yeah. Oh, we got Tim. Oh, okay, Steve. Steve, I just actually read this. I actually read this down south. Their poison control is out of control. Is like has like shut down on the phone line because people are calling up. They're taking this medication for, I think, parasites for livestock and horses, and because somebody said, and that's not a slight to all Southern people, just some. Um, that taking this medicine, it's like when Trump said, "Put fucking Clorox in your veins." Oh, yeah. If you take Clorox, okay. If you take Clorox, okay, you're not gonna get COVID. It's gonna kill it. It's gonna kill COVID. Clorox will do it. Okay. I want you to go outside and take cottage cheese and make a mural of Betty White and your bird feeder. You won't get COVID. That's how fucked up that logic is. But yeah, boss, I did hear it, and I laughed as you are. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Timmy.
girls, children of all ages, Tim Tabala has graced us with our presence. Yes, it is, boss. It's not political, it's stupidity. They booed the almighty Donald when they mentioned getting. They did boo him. Okay, so let's talk about that a minute. All these loyal Trump, and listen, if you want to like Donald Trump, I don't care. If you want to be like that, fine, do it. That makes you happy. If you helps you count an extra sheep at night to fall asleep, do it. Go ahead. But they booed the shit out of that son of a bitch. Did you see that, Dave?
Yes.
Did you see that, Dave? Weren't those
Yes.
people his followers too? Like, aren't they the Trumpites? They're the ones that think the reptilians are here and the fucking ancient aliens is real and which it might be. I'm not doubting that one. I believe China got sick and tired of putting number 45, putting them down, and the virus was leaked out of a laboratory. I believe China was willing to sacrifice a few and try to get rid of your enemy one way or the other. Frank, not a bad theory. Not a bad theory at all. But Steve's right. It's not political. It is stupid. The way of thinking like you can self-diagnose yourself. You're a doctor. You're a virologist. My pen just fell. And you know what's better for you. I understand if you want to take care of your family and you think you know what's best for your family. I understand that, protecting your own. But listen, man, we're not all virologists. We're not all doctors. We're not all pulmonologists. We're not all Eric Zant. For whatever I can contribute to society, maybe nothing. But no, we're not all like that. That's why we have people like that. I'm echoing. Why am I echoing?
Yeah, you're good on my end.
I'm good on your end. Sorry, Sam. I will adjust my cam settings, or not my cam. What do you listen through the mic? I'll get it.
So, since we're trying to get off COVID for a little bit, let's go to the last of the couple of the comments before we move on.
Let's do it.
So, Steve, you're saying when you die because you refuse the vaccine, it's your family that will suffer. And then Frank saying that a lot of people think that he is the Antichrist.
Ooh, can you still hear me?
Yes.
I wonder if I'm still echoing. Am I still echoing?
No, you're not echoing.
So
He'll forever be 45.
he is. He's COVID 45. Boss, I agree. When you die because you refuse the vaccine, it's your family that will suffer. And boss, I wish you didn't have to, have experience. I know Steve's been through some stuff, and he's not just speaking out; he's speaking from experience. And he's just one of the millions of people. Okay, and it was, his wasn't from, it just something happened, okay? But he lost a loved one, okay? People are losing loved ones, okay? Do what you can to protect yourself. Tim, it is Ask Arick Anything night.
Everyone,
So,
we're just chatting it up. We're waiting for
yeah,
the questions to start
we're-
rolling in.
we want it. We
If
want it.
anything, I'll start it up, Eric. Then.
Start it up, Dave. Let's
So
just do it.
my
Oh.
question is, what are your thoughts on the illustrious OnlyFans now not allowing any adult content, as in nudity and stuff like that, on their website?
What? Well, then wait a minute. Wasn't OnlyFans made for that specific reason?
So I don't want to say it was. I believe it was made to kind of like have a better contact with your fans, like they say, because there's like music artists that use it to have
Oh.
a better reach with their fans, where you pay and you can like actually write and talk to the artist that you like.
Okay.
So it wasn't just about the adult entertainment industry, but they did take advantage of that, where not only are they getting a bigger interaction with their fan base, but they're also able to just sell them premium content and not have to go through whatever website or production company that's going to take a piece. This is all going to them.
Oh. Well. And OnlyFans decided to. Is it? You think it is, boss? I agree with you, because look, Dave, you made a very good point. OnlyFans, and I didn't know this. It isn't just with sex workers and sex things. It is. I understand. It's like people that make like paper mache things, or people that collect like frogs and stuff. That's cool, and they want to find their niche or whatever the hell you call it. Take advantage of customers that they lost. Absolutely. Because listen, if you want to fantasize about a 65-year-old house or grandmother while you're eating ice cream, you should be able to do that and go to OnlyFans, because I'm sure there are about 85,000 of them on there. Because listen, everybody needs to make a little extra money. Everybody needs, what do they call that, Dave? A side hustle?
Yeah, side hustle, side gig.
So, side gig. Everybody needs to shit on the side. So listen, man, and if these girls are making a living at it, God bless them, because so many. It's okay. OnlyFans it had the realm of taboo. Am I right? It covered the realm of taboo along with normal things like music and poetry and house painting and all that stuff. Why not let these girls or guys or whatever it is that they, whoever it is that is doing it, let them make their. So you want to get on like Pornhub with all the real weirdos, and they're going to be emailing you every night and sending you burnt steak. You don't want that. You know what I mean? That's a little extra mayo. If I liked mayo, Frank, hey, there's one. Frank just asked a question and I'm going to answer it. I don't like mayonnaise.
You don't like mayonnaise?
I hate mayonnaise.
Really? What about if I put ketchup with mayonnaise? Will you eat it then, or you're still?
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
No.
Mayonnaise is delicious.
You sound like this one over here. It's I must be the only guy in the world that doesn't like mayonnaise.
So wait, have you mixed ketchup and mayonnaise before?
I probably have, because I'll eat a burger once in a while if I go to a place and I don't want to be a pain in the ass. I'll just order one. Frank, I'll put that up. I do like mustard, Frank. I like mustard a lot. If I don't like mayonnaise, it means I'm putting factory workers out of work. Good. I hope the mayonnaise industry tanks. Okay? I want the RC Cola industry to thrive. By the way, everybody, RC Cola. The cola choice of the A2Z program.
There's a lot of people I know that don't like mayonnaise, but when it comes to mayonnaise and ketchup mixed together, it's a different story. Yeah.
Really?
Yes. Just like Tim here says, he puts it on his burgers. It's delicious.
Like I said, I've been to Wendy's, like I said, or wherever, Hardee's, places like that where I know I'm being a pain in the ass and the burger looks so good, I just say,
White
fuck
Castle.
it. White Castle. Yeah, I've been there once. I'll just say, you know what? I'll order the burger. I'm not going to be a pain in the ass, but usually I am. I'll say like, oh, can I have no mayo? And then like the girl on the end's like, you said no mayo. Like it's like that's a big. I'm saving you a step, and you're getting pissed off at me. I'm still paying you the same amount, and you're getting mad because I don't like mayonnaise.
Oh man. All right, got one here for you.
Okay.
From Mr. Timmy Tabala asking, in their prime, who would win in a 24-hour mini golf tournament? Mr. Steve Farace or Mr. James Bunker?
Bunker, 100%. Bunker would win. Listen, I used to hang out with Bunker in high school a little bit. We've known each other actually for a long, long time. But Bunk, I mean, I'm not discounting the boss. I'm not discounting the boss at all. But I know Bunk's got some athleticism to him. Bunk's not afraid to. He's not afraid to get out there and get dirty. He'll, as far as mini golf, a real intensive contact sport like that. I mean, Bunker's, I think, a little bigger than Farace. I don't know how tall the boss is. You ever met the boss?
I have.
Is he? What do you give him? Is he 5'10"?
Yeah, boss is like, I would like
5'9"?
He's like my height, like 5'11", maybe 6 feet.
Oh, he's close to 6. Oh, I'm discounting the boss. Wow, I thought he was kayfabing. Okay, so the boss is nearing 6 feet. All right, I get it. Bunk's about the same. Bunk's. All right, so,
But remember, it's mini golf, so you kind of have to have a little skill. It can't just be all, brutes and brawn. You gotta have a little knowledge up there.
Okay, well, and it is kind of like a puzzle almost. It's like an actual, like you're living a Sudoku. Like you have to figure out what, and like a physics, you're like in this big physics Sudoku nightmare. So in that case, I have to. Okay, the pendulum is gonna shift. I got to give the edge to the boss. I got to give the edge to the boss. The boss in a 24-hour, because Bunker might need a nap or cheese fries. I mean, I think the boss would hold out to win. I think the will of the boss to win against Bunker is greater than Bunker's skill. There's your answer.
All right, so the boss.
The boss wins. I don't know anyone in their right mind who want to go on a golf course in 95-degree heat and try to get a round ball into a round cup. Well, I think that's why they encourage drinking while you're on the golf course. Dave, by the way, I showed you these before we got on the air. I have like an unbelievable amount of Army men, and they're all different colors. Like this guy's a wheelbarrow. I don't know what. I mean, that looks like maybe he's a gold miner. I don't know. This guy's got a hatchet. He just killed his family, and he's going to be on cold case next week. Okay, this guy's got.
Is he from Ohio?
Aren't the Buckeyes red? There it is. There it is. He's from Ohio. That's a good one, Dave. This guy's got a bazooka.
And poor guy with the wheelbarrow. He ended up getting like the tough chore, and then this guy has a bazooka.
And this guy's got a bazooka. He's like, oh, excuse me, I gotta go. I gotta hold on. And then whoa, okay. So I don't know how correct this is, but these are evidently still being manufactured. Here's a Native American. Because obviously in the old days when children were young, they played cowboys and Indians. But that's kind of a cool. I mean, Native Americans looked like that. They had stuff like that. I'm like going like this. Nobody can see it. That's kind of cool. That's cool. This guy's pissed off. He's obviously like the lieutenant. He's like, get over there. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the guy with the wheelbarrow? I want you to weed my garden. Damn it. Before sundown. So this guy's like, okay, sorry. Sorry. I don't know what this guy's doing. See him? He's squatting down. Oh, there's my camera. How about I put it in front of my camera? There's my camera. Is he a Civil War soldier? Does anybody know? Look, I'll hold him like this. Is that a Civil War? Is that a Civil War soldier? I think it is. I think that's a Civil War soldier. Let's see. We already saw you. We already picked on you. The guy with the wheelbarrow won't go away. Well, if anybody knows what this guy's doing, let me know. I have no idea. He's throwing something. Is he throwing a hand
He might
grenade?
be. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he's throwing a grenade.
Oh, so he's just the guy, like, he's that asshole, like at the game, when your team gets down 30 points, he's the guy throwing his popcorn. So let's draft him. Sam, damn, Eric, what are you smoking? Nothing at the moment, Sam. At the moment. How about 2 more Army men? Let's see. This guy looks like he works at Long John Silver's.
Oh. Uh-oh. This has been happening, and it is just me right now. Fantastic. Eric will be back momentarily as we settle these technical difficulties. In the meantime, as I am here trying to, ramble on until he gets back, and here he is.
I am. Oh, boy. So, I don't know what's going on tonight with with anything. I've been kicked out like twice already, even before the broadcast. If golf is a school, then playing ping pong has to be a skill.
I think he meant skill.
Skill. Okay, so it didn't mean he doesn't want to kill anyone?
Well,
Okay.
well, ping pong is, or table tennis as I like to call it, is an Olympic sport. And seeing some of these guys play, man, that is impressive.
It is. That takes some serious reflex and hand-eye coordination, more so than I'll ever have. Let's see. Let's get a couple more here.
And definite skill, because they have to know how to hit it perfectly so they get that right arc, and it just bounces off.
It does. So hey, we have a Wild West guy. Look at him. Like he's got like got the pistol, and he's going like pow 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 pow. That's kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna put these Army men away because this is like getting carried away.
So are they still considered Army men even if they're not Army men?
I don't think they are. I think they're plastic. What would we call it, Dave? What would we call these? What would these be called now?
I have no idea. I don't know what you call it. Because I would think they would be Army men, but like you said, you have the Wild West guy. You have the gentleman that's just with a wheelbarrow. Like, he's technically not an Army man, and neither is the Native American. So
No, definitely not. But the one thing they all have in common is they're all wielding instruments of destruction or weapons. So would they be called weaponized plastic people?
maybe.
Oh, look, this guy's got a Swiffer. Look, he's got a Swiffer. He spilled juice in his kitchen. Oh boy. That's
All right,
great.
so I got one more. I got a question. Another one.
Okay, let's hear it.
Would you try mac and cheese ice cream?
Would I try mac and cheese ice cream? You know what? I think I would. Because it's that whole dairy thing. Like cheese is dairy and ice cream is dairy. The only foreign object. Oh, I threw a foreign object in the ring. The only foreign object would be the pasta. Pasta's mostly what? Sugar, starch, and flour or whatever. How do you make pasta?
But it wouldn't be there wouldn't be actual like pasta.
It wouldn't.
Or-
It would just be flavored, right?
Yeah.
Mac and cheese. I don't disagree, Frank. That would be an absolute bathroom visit. And
If they're called toys.
They are. You're right, Sam. Violent intention. Toys with violent intentions. That's what we'll call them. Unless you're talking about the guy with the Swiffer, then he's just cleaning up his mess.
So yes on the trying it at least.
Yes on the trying it.
All right. Well, surprisingly enough, you can actually try this because as a limited edition flavor, for National Mac and Cheese Day, Kraft Macaroni and Cheese and Van Leeuwen Ice Cream are making a mac and cheese ice cream.
What?
Yes.
A mac and cheese ice cream?
Macaroni and cheese ice cream.
Lauren, would you try macaroni and cheese ice cream? She said, fuck that.
It will be $12 a pint as well.
$12 a pint?
Yes.
Oh my God. No thanks. She said that'd be like asking her to try ketchup flavored ice cream.
But some people like it. Some people like the ketchup flavored Lay's and stuff like that, which I don't know why, because ketchup to me is like it belongs on something, but I can't eat it by itself.
I tried the ketchup chips. Hers actually had them before Lay's did. I'm talking like 20 years ago. And the jury's out. I mean, I didn't think they were that good. I didn't think they were that good at all. You can sell that as milk of you. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know how soothing it's going to be, but
I mean, it almost looks like a. Here, let me see if I can get.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at this. This is going to be great.
It almost looks like a sherbet, at least in the picture. So.
A sherbet.
Let's see what we got.
Did you make
David,
the punch, David?
I don't know if you tried to comment, but thank you for tuning in. If you want, just put it on again.
David Tyler, how you doing, buddy?
There it is, happening.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know, as disgusting as it looks, I would have to try it. I would have to try that because I don't know. I think I would. I think the Nesquik syrup makes anything taste better, right? Nobody said I couldn't put that on it. I put it on my pizza before.
So you're gonna put mac and cheese ice cream with basically hot fudge on it.
Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely do that. Give some to. Well, Frank wants to torture his ex-wife and give some of that to her. Frank, is she really that bad that you want her to subject her to mac and cheese ice cream? Because if so, I'll buy it.
Imagine if someone is lactose intolerant and eats this. Like, it must be the worst. It's like bad on bad on bad.
Oh no! I mean, you can't get to the John quick enough if that's the case. I mean, that's gonna be like Vesuvius when you get to the bathroom. Jesus Christ!
But yes, mac and cheese. I'm telling you, when I saw this, I was like, this can't be real.
That's like what years ago. Didn't Pop-Tarts come out with a bacon flavored maple bacon or something?
Well, I mean, that's something that's been coming up very popular. The maple bacon, because I remember Denny's did a whole thing where they had like their sundaes and they were topping it with bacon, and I never tried it.
You're shitting me.
However, I went to Five Guys and I got a burger, and then I was getting myself a shake, and I'm like, oh, okay, let me get this shake, and then I saw they have bacon in it, and I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. And it honestly wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. The bacon goes really well with it. And for some reason, people are starting to put bacon on a lot of things. Down here, if you go to brunch and you get a breakfast shot, what you're given is a shot of whiskey. Normally, it's like Crown. Then a shot of a mimosa, and then you finish it off with bacon.
No shit. That's kind of
Yes,
cool. That's kind of cool. Dave, confession time. I like I said, ask me anything or I'll reveal all. It doesn't matter. Why would I want to eat that? Sam, you know how fucking crazy I am. I wouldn't eat shit, but I don't know, Sam. If the money was right, I have to think about it. But I can't remember what I was going to talk about. But anyway, what did I start to say, Dave?
Was it about the bacon?
About the oh, Five Guys. They reminded me. Five Guys is one of my favorite places to eat. I freaking love those burgers. Does everybody like Five Guys here? Everybody.
And the Cajun fries.
Cajun fries. Okay, everybody who likes Five Guys, I want to hear it in the comments. I want to see you. Five Guys. Now. Do it.
With that, we have a special guest today.
Do we have a guest?
Yes.
Dave, this is so
And it's
exciting.
none other than Big Daddy Cool himself. Big Sexy. Double
He's
T.
here? Mr.
Timmy
Tabala
Tabala.
himself. Timmy.
I'm on my phone. I didn't have the paper to hook the computer up. I was like, let me get that.
So, Tim, are you trying mac and cheese ice cream?
What do you
No.
think, Tim?
No, that was a quick no.
A quick no. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Even like these potato chips that come out with all these flavors that like, ooh, that sounds good. I fucking hate every one of them, and they make me sick to my stomach.
You didn't like biscuits and gravy?
No.
You tried that?
Yeah,
I did, yeah. It was pretty good.
not in any of them.
You know what?
That just sounds revolting.
What were you going to say, Dave?
I was gonna say I think the only one I've tried is the chicken and waffles one, and it was alright. I didn't finish the bag. I had maybe like 2 or 3, but
I wasn't impressed with the chicken and waffles. You know what I did like? And here we go again with me and my pronouncing things. I'm going to say it wrong, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Pico di
the Gallo.
Pico di Gallo. Is that how you say it?
No,
No, it's
it's
not.
Pico de Gallo.
Pico de Gallo. They were some of the best chips I've ever freaking had. And they stopped freaking making them after a month. Like you couldn't get them. Like I asked the chip guy because I work at a store. I got a little pull. I said, "Hey man, give me some of those chips." And he's like, "Oh well, I can't get them anymore." I'm like, "What the fuck? They were the best chips ever. Everything good, as we all know, everything good comes to an end, and they stop doing it."
So those are more natural to a chip because Pico de Gallo you can put on nachos. So it's something that it's not something really weird like ketchup on a chip.
No, that is kind of weird. Where did that come about? Do you think like somebody was at like a barbecue and like their ketchup spilled off their hamburger and it got in their chips and they tried it and they're like, let's make a chip flavored ketchup flavored chip, a crisp. I would like a ketchup flavored crisp, please. Jesus H Christ. So
this doesn't appeal to you, Tim? Come on.
oh come on, Tim. Look at that. It looks like orange sherbet.
Growing up just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Look,
Let's take it off.
And Dave said it's $12 a pint. So, people that have to spend frivolous money on dumb things are going to buy the shit out of that.
Oh,
Speaking of frivolous buying, I'm going to give everybody, Dave, I'm going to give everybody a teaser for just, in the middle of the show. I'm going to give everybody a teaser for next week. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, Dave and I have an epic show lined up for you. Because what we're going to do is we're going to try cereal. We're not going to try any cereal. You know what, Dave? Maybe we will. Should we let them decide what cereal we're going to eat?
We could do that.
We could do that. We're going to put up a poll on Pop Culture Pros this weekend or early next week on what cereal, or this week. It's the beginning of this Monday. What am I talking about? We're going to put up a poll of what cereal. We're going to do 4 cereals. And in honor of that, I saved a box. This year, everybody knows I'm a Monster Cereals fan. You guys know that. You guys know I love the Monster Cereals. Last year I made the video where I did the Unholy Trinity, and I ate all 3. You know what they did this year, guys? Have you guys seen what Tim's shaking his head. He knows.
I have
Dave,
no idea.
Do you know? You have no idea? Well,
I'm excited, though.
Back when, okay. Let's do a little... The what?
You actually...
history lesson time, guys. Back when... You haven't seen it yet? Well, back when Tim and I were young, Tim and I were probably like Oh, the year was probably 1987. And Tim and I were probably 12 years old, 13. Am I doing the math right? I probably aren't. So anyway, so the Monster cereals came out in 1970-71, and it was Frankenberry and Count Chocula. And then 2 years later, well, actually, I can give you the history. In 1971, Count Chocula and Frankenberry burst onto the scene. In 1972, Blueberry came. And in 1974, Fruit Brute came out. And then in 1988, I'm sorry, it was 88, not 87, Fruity Yummy Mummy. So that's what I was going to say. So
Wow,
Fruity,
you were
Tim
right
and I,
on all of those.
I was. And Tim and I remember Fruity Yummy Mummy because we grew up with the monster. And so did you, Dave. You saw the commercials when you were young of Frankenberry has strawberry marshmallows. Well, anyway, this year, they commemorated all 5 because they don't make Yummy Mummy anymore. And they don't make, well, they did a few years back when they did I think a 30 or a 40 year, whatever. But this year they made something called the Monster Mash. And it is all 5 cereals mixed into one. And I've eaten the whole box already. And I plan on buying more. I get chastised every time I bring it up. And I can hear her moaning in there already. But
this is at your store? Like, where are you getting this? I've never seen this.
I pre-ordered. So I have access to things that normal people don't. I can see things that are going to come out like ahead of time. So I always order my Monster cereals like in say April, because if I don't order them then, I'm never going to get them because they sell out quick. Like distributors, you gotta get like your, you gotta like get your order in and reserve it, or you won't get it like your store. So I ordered 4 cases of each, and listen.
4 cases? Wait, what's how many is 4 cases?
4 cases.
Like, how much 12, is one case?
12. There's 12 in a case.
Oh my god.
Listen, you guys aren't going to believe this. I only have about 1 case each of each cereal left. There's 12 boxes of each cereal left. And I put them up a week ago. They're almost gone. But this is cool. The Monster Mash, it's got Yummy Mummy. Oh, Dave, you got one coming up?
Yeah, I wanted to make you bigger.
Oh, okay. So you got Yummy Mummy here. Then you got Fruit Brute. Then you got Blueberry. Look, I'm doing this backwards. Fuck it. You got Blueberry right here. There's Blueberry. There's the Count, and over here is Frankenberry. So that's right. You want Monster cereal? Oh, Bergie's here. Hey, Berg, what's going on? So yeah, you want Monster cereals? You come through me. You want some cereal? You come see me over there. So
wait, is it just like so? Are there like other things besides the marshmallows?
Yeah, like see, well, here's some of the shapes up there. So this would be like that's like Frankenberry. Okay, so this is like a Count Chocula marshmallow. That's a Yummy Mummy marshmallow. That's a bat. That's a Fruit Brute, and this is probably a Blueberry. So like it's all of them mixed into one. So it's so cool. And like I said, there they are. They're all playing. They're in a band now. They got the band back together. I don't know how the Mummy got like relegated to tambourine. So it must be he's the singer. Is Count Chocula playing a coffin piano? Tim, is that a coffin piano?
Looks like it.
Yep.
Dave, what's going on with?
Is it a coffin? Is it a casket? What are we calling it nowadays?
I'd call it a cat. Well, for the sake of us wrestling guys, let's call it a casket.
I don't know. AEW had a coffin match the other day.
They did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Casket. Casket.
Vince owns the word casket.
Vince owns the word. You can't say it without paying him.
Arick,
so,
I am officially requesting 2 boxes of Monster Mash.
You want some?
Yeah, I
got it.
I don't want it. 2 boxes.
You need it.
I didn't even know this was a thing. I am mind blown by this. I love those cereals.
Oh, dude, they're the best. Sam wants them. Sam, come down to the store tomorrow. Get one, man. I'll save you one. Yeah, I'll get you one, Sam.
Yeah, my kid wants one.
All right, 2 boxes coming up.
So then, what is your favorite cereal then? And since we're still doing Ask KZ and we're teased this cereal show, what is your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal? You know, I'm a purveyor of the sugary confection breakfast partitions, and I love the Monster cereals. Okay, let's get this out of the way. The Monster cereals are my absolute favorite of all time, so we can throw them. They're already going to be my favorite. But if I had to go on regular without the Monster cereals, I'm actually quite boring. My honest favorite cereal is Crispix.
Crispix. Which ones are
Yep.
these? Is the one with the bear?
No, it's got like rice on one side and it's kind of healthy. Yeah.
Oh,
Kind of.
okay. Okay, this is weird.
Corn,
I don't,
rice and corn. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that this is their favorite cereal.
Tim, Dave, if you dump enough sugar on them, they're the best tasting things you've ever eaten in your life. I'm telling you.
But is
I'm
there?
telling you.
I feel like you can do that with any cereal. Then
You can, but there's something about Crispix, like it still stays kind of crispy in milk.
Here, for the audience at home
Oh, there
who
it
doesn't
is.
know what Crispix is,
That's Crispix. That's one of my favorites. I also listen. Hey, listen. I'm savvy to this shit. I also like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lauren actually found me a box of knockoff Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It doesn't taste too bad.
not.
Off-brand Cinnamon Toast Crunch. What's it called, babe? She doesn't even know. She's whatever. So
How about you, Timmy? What is your go-to cereal? Your favorite cereal, actually?
yeah, Tim. What's your favorite cereal? They're in there.
One
That's the one that she gave us.
fruity
You
pebbles.
broke up.
Can you hear?
We can see you, but you're breaking up a little, Tim.
Hang on. Hello?
Cinnamon Toasters, by the way, is the one she bought me.
Cinnamon toasters.
Yep.
That's funny. Cinnamon toasters.
And Bergie likes Best Yet instant oatmeal. Best Yet makes some good shit, by the way. Bergie's not wrong. He eats a lot of oatmeal. I used to eat a lot of oatmeal.
Oh, look, David Tyler said Frosted Flakes are his favorite.
Dave likes Frosted Flakes. Hey, Dave. That is, and by the way, Dave.
Those are classic and great.
Classic and great. You cannot go wrong with a Frosted Flake. You cannot.
And
Am I
since
right?
we're gonna go back to a comment Frank made, how much does a box cost of these Monster cereal, the Monster
Listen,
Mash?
Since I am such a savvy grocery manager, and since I can not only bring people what they want, I can go to my boss, the owner of the store, and say, listen, the people love this stuff. We gotta give them a deal. So I can get you a box of any Monster cereal you want for only $2.69.
Stop.
It's not bad.
$2.69? No way.
$2.69. I swear, Dave. I swear it's $2.69. I'm
gotta
getting
go.
looks. I'm getting looks in the audience over here. Like,
I'm gonna have to go to deposit. Just go there to stock up on just take one empty suitcase to stock up on these Monster Mash cereals. $2.69. Can't even get a regular little box of Fruity Pebbles down here for that. It's like $4.
our Fruity Pebbles up here are like $3.50, 3 and change.
Depends on where you buy them from.
Yeah, it does depend on where you buy them from, but normally cereal's like $3 to $4, not any higher than that. But I will get you guys Monster Mash. I'll get you each one. Tim, you want 2? I can guarantee 1, but I can try to get you 2. But yeah, I like Crispix. I like cinnamon toasters. Frank likes nut and honey. I remember that one. Life.
Captain Crunch peanut butter. I don't think I've tried
Ooh.
that.
That is a very obscure and acquired taste in the cereal genre. I know many people who either absolutely love it or extremely hate it. And you want to know what's weird? I think we just solved a mystery, Dave. Everybody I know that loves peanut butter Captain Crunch lives in Windsor, New York. Where'd Tim go?
Oh, I think he went out for a sec.
So it must be a regional Windsorian delicacy is Captain Crunch, peanut butter crunch. Frank, you like life? Life's okay. Hey, guess who's back? I think I see Mr. Tabala.
Can you hear me
What's
now?
happening? I can hear you now.
Perfect.
Hey,
so,
that's good.
Yeah,
Tim,
go back to what's your favorite cereal then?
I said it's a toss-up between Fruity Pebbles and Lucky Charms.
Oh, see,
If I'm gonna go cereal, I go diabetes. But I am a big fan. They never put enough raisins in. I have to. I do like Raisin Bran.
And Raisin Bran, okay.
no,
The
they don't belong in cereal.
raisins don't?
No, that's like pineapples on a pizza.
It is. Oh, Dave, why did you even say pineapple on a pizza? Oh my God! You know what?
You need a goddamn pineapple on a pizza.
You know what? I bet you they serve a ton of pineapple pizza in Ohio, and that's why there's so many serial killers there.
Oh, serial killer, I like that.
Do you think the Boston Bunker, share a good Hawaiian,
I guarantee you, they both they probably even put those little pieces of ham on that thing, whatever the hell. Wait a minute? Okay, I've got a question. Can I ask a question? I want to ask a question. I got one. Why do people associate pineapples and ham? Why when you make a ham, do you fucking put pineapples all over the thing? I don't understand. It's not like these pilgrims from the 1600s were like, you know what? Remember when we were in Hawaii and that guy made that ham and they put pineapples all over it? Why don't you do that, honey? And she hobbles over with her little thing on her head and her pilgrim buckle here, and she's like, okay, Malgrim, I'll make you that tonight. No, it doesn't belong there.
I like it.
Yeah. Look at what I just did. Come on.
I like the pineapples when they come off the hand out of the oven. Brownie pie, I like that shit. I'm not to admit it. I do.
You're going to admit? Well, Tim, Lauren shares. You said you like it, Tim?
Yes. I'm not saying it belongs. Just saying I like it.
Lauren shares your sentiment. She goes, well, that's how I make my ham.
Yeah,
and Lauren,
I'm coming over for ham. Me and you,
he said, Tim said as soon as you make ham, he's coming over for dinner. You just got a big thumbs up because she knows that, and probably everybody else in the world knows that AZ doesn't do ham. So I do when she puts it in stuff, I'll eat it, but I'm not a ham guy. Just not.
Oh, Sam though.
Hey guys, pineapple on pizza is good. Sam, you like pineapple pizza? I wouldn't have pegged you for a pineapple pizza guy, Sam. I would have pegged you for a green pepper, sausage, and black olive. That's what I would have pegged you for. Tim's not understanding that. How are the pickles? Lauren, you should have done a live try here.
Oh my God.
Hey, I'll do one. Hey guys, listen. Tim, Dave, were you going to say something? No. You were coughing at the pizza. Listen, Tim. Okay, Dave, I'll give you a backstory here. Our friend Deanna, our maiden name was Stanton. It's Courier now. She lives in the town I work in Windsor. And I see her all the time. And she's become good friends with Lauren because Lauren works at the farm. Deanna likes fresh produce. I don't know what happens to middle-aged women when they need to buy produce every day, but they do. So Deanna got purchased pickles from Lauren. Picklers.
No, you said middle. You didn't get smacked for calling her middle-aged?
I'm going to get my ass handed. I already know I am. It's over. So Deanna bought picklers.
We know where Mr. AZ is sleeping on.
Yeah, I'm probably And unfortunately, every dog around here is mean and is a pit bull, so I'm dead. So Deanna bought picklers. They're the little cucumbers. They're like this big. They're not like the big ones. They're like little ones. And her and Lauren, like I said, got to be friends. So Deanna pickles and canned stuff, and she made dill stacker pickles. So Lauren just tried one, and judging by the reaction that she gave me, it wasn't bad, but I'm imagining they're a little spicy or heaty, or you don't even know. Well, guys, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to do a live try of Deanna Courier's freshly jarred pickles. My beautiful assistant, she just dropped it on the floor. It looked like, you know what it looked like? It looked like a lamprey eel, like you pull off when you're fishing off the bridge and it flops all over the place. So here's my beautiful assistant handing me a freshly.
You can still see the herbs and everything.
Oh boy! So this is a freshly jarred pickle. It's actually this is cool because she made them sandwich stackers, so you can put them on your sandwich. So this is a dill stacker, freshly made by our lovely friend Deanna. I call her Aunt Nana because she's the boys' aunt. She's their cousin, but they call her Aunt Nana because she's absolutely wonderful to them. But here we go, everybody. This is a dill, homemade, just canned, fresh stacker. Let's see how it is.
Now, while you're chewing, Eric, I can't picture Deanna from back in the day making goddamn anything, let alone pickle stacker stuff. Uh-oh.
You know.
Yeah, I do know.
Oh my God. Well, they're good.
We can tell. Yeah.
They're good. They're spicy. Oh, you know what? After you get eating them a bit, they kind of settle down. Hey, they were pretty good.
Look, I just put one on myself.
Lauren just put one on her sandwich. So we're going to give Deanna's pickles 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Perfect. Just so you know, there's a lot of garlic in there.
So is that what had you choked up right now?
Dave, I have no idea what did that, and I don't want to know. But I am here to tell you that those pickles are goddamn good. Lauren, put them away before I eat the whole jar.
They're in the fridge where they belong.
She just said they're in the fridge where they belong.
Like you don't like mayonnaise, I don't like pickles.
You don't like pickles, Dave? Oh, was that hard for you to watch?
Did that trigger you?
No, it's fine.
Dave's
For
tough.
me-
Dave's not like me. Dave doesn't leave the room when somebody's eating something he doesn't like.
I will say this: if I eat a burger, when I specifically tell someone not to put a pickle on it, like if I go to McDonald's or something like that, and I take a bite out of the burger, and I bite the pickle, it literally ruins the entire burger for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys are picky.
Tim, what about you? You don't give a shit. You want everything on the burger, right?
I don't like tomato.
Oh, I don't like that either.
Love tomato.
Hey, we got a trifecta here. No tomato. No tomato. I told you what. I'm like Mike D'Elia now. I told you I don't want tomatoes on there. What are you, shot?
The only time I can eat tomatoes is like if they're really diced, or like in like a taco or something. Or
Even then,
I could eat them, but if there's too many, poop them out.
Hold on a second. Dave. Speaking of pico de gallo, Lauren, when she makes tacos, she makes this homemade. For lack of a better term, I think it's pico de gallo. She cuts up like diced tomatoes, peppers, all like 3 or 4 kinds of peppers, garlic. What else you put in that? Onion, corn. Right, gunpowder. What?
gunpowder.
The Anaheim Mighty Ducks. She put Anaheim pepper. She puts all this stuff in. Whoa. Holy crap! I just bit into a spice. Whew, wow. Holy crap. So anyway, she puts all this different shit in it, and it's beautiful. It's like it looks good, like it's colorful, it's beautiful. So I sprinkle that on my taco. That's what it reminded me of, Tim, when you said that, because she makes this wonderful. I'm gonna call, for lack of a better term, I call it pico de gallo. That's just what it is.
It's definitely a version of it.
Dave, what is traditionally pico de gallo? It's got the green peppers, I'm assuming the tomato.
Yeah, so it's traditionally made with chopped tomato, onion, peppers, salt, lime, and cilantro.
Cilantro. That was the ingredient. I was. Now listen, I have a lot of chef friends. In fact, there's one on here right now, Mr. Bergman. He introduced me, and I even have stumped other so-called cooks and chefs with one particular item that is added or used in cooking things, and that is something called mirepoix. Do you guys know what mirepoix is? You
Nope.
have no idea. Dave?
Zero.
Mirepoix.
Do you know how to spell that?
Miropoix. Hey,
Okay.
Tim, don't run from the mirepoix. You had it before.
Okay, it says
Kinda like-
mirepoix is a flavor base made from diced vegetables cooked usually with butter, oil, and or other fat.
Yep. And the main vegetables are what? Carrots? Onions?
Let me see. This doesn't tell me so well. Usually the vegetable mixture is onions, carrots, and celery.
And celery. Yep. Yep. That's the three. That's mirepoix. And I've actually been with guys, like in different crowds where people are bragging, I was the chef over to, wherever, blah, blah, blah. And I said, oh, yeah? What's mirepoix? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, if you're such a great chef, what's mirepoix? They're like, you ain't a chef. I said, I didn't say I was. I'm just asking you what mirepoix is. If you're this 5-star chef, you should know right off the bat. They're like, well, I guess I don't know. Some did know. But you got to understand, Bergman has been trained, and this is no lie. A lot of people don't know this about Mr. Bergman. He has been trained by some of the most renowned chefs in their field. And he has worked with the best of the best. So he knows his shit. Believe me, he knows his shit. And like I said, I just pick his brain once in a while, and we got talking about that one day, and I thought it was interesting. And me, if I'm around guys that are bragging and boasting, I'm gonna say, oh yeah. So that's something you can do, Dave. If one of your buddies is going I'm the executive chef over at the Shea side by side, and say, oh yeah, can you tell me what mirepoix is? And if he answers quick and says he knows what it is, then you say to yourself, okay, he's the real deal. He doesn't know what mirepoix is. Tell him. I would go to his job the next day and tell his boss, say, fire this guy. He doesn't know. He probably can't even make pancakes. Let go. Get out of here.
He can't
Bergman says it's kind of true. Stop being modest, sir. Stop being modest, sir.
And so wait, do you guys, being that it's a franchise up there, eat White Castle a lot or no?
Tim?
He went out again.
I don't. The closest White Castle to me, I think, is the city. Unless there's one in Syracuse or Scranton, which I don't think there is. When I'm down there, we eat it. I think I've had it twice since I've visited Tim the last 2-3 years. Tim, we had White Castle a couple times, right? Once anyway, at least.
I don't even know what I did yesterday, but probably. White Castles are phenomenal.
Yeah. Oh, they are. They're great. I mean,
Down in Florida, Crystalburg.
Well, actually, in Orlando, they opened up a White Castle not too long ago, maybe a few months ago, and
Really?
apparently it's a big hit. Every time I see a video, it's a line of like 30 cars trying to, get in through the drive-through.
No kidding.
They're
All
mad.
for White Castle. None up here. Dave, you're in Watertown. Wow. No White Castle in Watertown. Okay.
What's up, Dave?
Tim and I graduated high school with David. David, we appreciate you chiming in. This is great. Thank you. Come back every show. Dave, do you like White Castle?
The few times I've had it, yes, I've enjoyed White Castle a lot.
The one quip I've come to know about White Castle is make sure, and I think Frank might have said this. I mean, Frank's mentioned the bathroom about 7 times already. I'm starting to think he's got like a weird thing about toilets. But you need to be close to the fucking restroom.
I've heard that.
Well, they're not called nothing.
They're not called what?
Belly bombers.
Oh, dude. Well, Tim, I remember when it was. It was Sam's party that we had them. I think Zach went out and got them, right?
Jared did. He handed a party the 30-pack.
Jeremiah. That's right, Jeremiah. I get her brothers mixed up. Yeah, and
it was that he rolled in with 30.
And Dave, I actually ate I think I had 2 of them, 2 or 3. I didn't get many because they were gone like very, very quickly. But Tim and I didn't stay for the after bash. Tim and I actually just went back to his place. And Tim doesn't know this. He might know it. I got up in the night and I christened the bowl 100%. But
because of the 2 or 3 White Castle burgers?
That and probably, I don't know, I finished off his friend Dana's seltzer. Like, she didn't want it, and I drank that. I had a couple of beers. I don't know where we ate food, Tim. Was there food there, or did we eat before?
We ate at the party, too. There was a lot of food there, yeah.
There was a lot of food. So we were just mowing all night. And, when I saw you eat the pickle and saw the expression on your face, that's why I said the bathroom is down the hall to the right. Actually, Frank, you're not wrong. It is down this hall over here. And
one thing is normal people. I don't know how normal they are. 2, 3, they're small. They're sliders, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah.
But me, since I was, early teens, you don't go get 2 or 3. You get 10, 15. That's how many you eat on a sitting. So guess what? Yeah, you're going to feel that later on in the night when you eat 10, 15 of those things.
Yeah. I fucking felt 2, 3 of them.
And I right now.
Jesus, Tim.
Arick, if you come on your show one day, I'll just sit there and see how many I can eat in one sitting.
Challenge accepted, Tim. I want you to do that. Tim, I want you to do that.
I'm glad I do it and for Arick's show.
I want the audience to know that in that statement that Arick made before saying he christened Tim's bathroom, he said he had seltzer.
Oh.
I just want everyone to remember that, just in case,
And you want
I get my White
Dave?
Claw backlash.
You want to know something, Dave? It was White Claw.
What?
Dana, what's her last name? Patty?
Patty.
She was drinking a pear-flavored White Claw. And she didn't want to finish it, so I finished it. And then I had a couple of Coronas with that big guy, Andy. The guy that was big, but he's not as tall as me. Remember that, Tim?
Yeah, no, he is.
Yeah, that guy. But yeah, I had a pear of White Claw. Guilty.
Just want the audience to know that.
Yeah. Frank says after watching John Cena Saturday, and he kind of looked skinny in the face, like he had a bald spot in the back of his head. I didn't see that. Did you guys see that?
He had a major bald spot.
Did he really?
Oh yeah, big time.
Well, Johnny's only 2 years younger than you and I, so he's pushing 45. That happens to people as they grow older. You know, some people, not this guy, not Dave either. Obviously, you two got more hair than fucking barbershop floor at 4:00. Jesus Christ.
For now, anyway.
So speaking of wrestling, guys, there's going to be a good wrestling show tomorrow night, huh?
Ooh, there is.
I would.
Gonna be back
What's
together.
that?
Be a good show.
Yeah, we're gonna have the whole band back together. I would encourage everyone to watch this show because there's a lot to unpack in this show, and I'm telling you, and here I am. I'm basically just the color man of all of this. I mean, I have my analyzations also, but Tim, Dave, and Bert all watched the whole weekend of history that happened this weekend. And it wasn't just AEW. There was also WWE, NXT, all this shit. And we're gonna cover everything that happened on the Just Too Sweet show tomorrow. So I would not, if I were you, I would not miss that show.
Absolutely not.
Fellas, am I right or what? That's you guys. This is gonna be one of the better shows we've ever done.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be
interesting.
And it's following up that live on air, we broke the CM Punk appearing in AEW on Friday night.
On Friday night. Happened live. I want to say we were the first show to do that.
Yeah, we were live during the general real reaction. Go watch the of our show.
Yes. Last episode of the Just Too Sweet show. Watch it. Go right to the end, maybe the last 10, 15 minutes, and you'll see our reaction just seeing CM Punk appear on AEW and seeing a grown man cry, too, on national television.
Ooh, boy, that was harder to swallow than listening to what CM Punk had to say. But I tell you, I can't ask this now. I can't ask it now. I have to wait. No wrestling. No wrestling questions on the A2Z program. Speaking of the A2Z program, guys, we're an hour and 20 in, and this show has gone like greased up lightning. I can't believe we're already almost an hour and a half in. This is great.
Absolutely. So I'd say, I mean, if you want to end it, I think we should end it, with one last question, I guess. It can be WWE-ish style.
Sure, let's do it.
And it was, Frank, when was the last time you saw a WWE event last till midnight?
That was WrestleMania a few years ago. That was
34. No, 33.
33.
Undertaker Roman Reigns didn't come out of the ring until like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was ridiculous.
It was crazy.
I remember being at that event and I want to see this, but I'm like, I got to get home. I have to drive back from Orlando to Miami. And I was just like, come on, guys. I really want this to keep going. Like, it was a great event. And I feel like at that point, it was just so long. Because we had gotten there, like, it was like 5:30. The pre-show started at 6. And then from there, like, your emotions were just so up and high because you had the Hardys come back unexpectedly. Right. You had Kurt Angle being inducted. So, hearing the "You Suck" chant for, like, a huge audience. And then this happened, and then Undertaker's final thing, and it was just like exhausting at that point. We're just like, okay, I love it, but I want to go home.
And now, how far is Orlando from where you live? Like 4 hours? 3?
Yeah, 4 hours.
4 hours.
3 to 4 hours, depending on how you drive.
That's like, so that would be like me driving from like Philadelphia to my house. Yeah.
Well, no, you're 3 hours from me. I was going to say.
Yeah, I'm 3 hours from you. Yeah. Yeah, a little less than driving to you, Tim. But not with the Cross Bronx or the Tappan Z or the George Washington shit. You know what I mean? That always adds an hour to everything.
Yep. Well, one thing too I want to add for tomorrow. If you're still watching right now as a wrestling fan, I would say CM Punk has to be top 5 biggest pops I've ever heard in my life. I want to see if we can get through some of the biggest pops ever. Who do you think, was the biggest? So we're going to bring that up tomorrow night, too.
Hey.
That's definitely a good thing to talk about.
That's a good idea. So everybody say, what's that?
It was ridiculous. The ovation that,
That
he
was
got.
that was a big pop. Well, and to be fair, they were in Chicago too, weren't they?
Yes.
Okay. But still. So everybody pay attention to that and remember that tomorrow, time to be determined, or are we doing 6:30, 7 o'clock like usual?
I told you guys to decide. I'm on vacation. I don't care when.
Oh, you don't care when. Okay, so that's the time to be determined. Dave, Bert and Dave will discuss when they're eligible to come on. I'm eligible to come on whenever. That show you don't want to miss. Guys, this has been an unbelievable A to Z program. Thanks for being here and doing all this. Tim, thanks for being our special guest, as always. Tim Tabala equals ratings. Dave, spectacular show. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great. As always, episode 31 in the books.
In the books. We're creeping up on 40 here. We are creeping up on 40 episodes. I bet you the boss never thought we were going to get past 5.
All right.
And here I am.
Small announcement too.
Tim, the floor is yours.
I am finally ready, probably a week from tomorrow, to launch the Star Wars show called Shooting the Sith. I got my first guest locked down. I've got 90% of the format ready to go. 1 week from tomorrow, the 31st, will be the first episode of Shooting the Sith.
Breaking news here on the A to Z program.
I'm giving it to you instead of tomorrow night. I'm giving it to you.
You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here on the A to Z program. Speaking of hearing on the A to Z program, A to Z program, as always, is brought to you by Pop Culture Pros, produced by David Joaqui. Executive producer, I got to give him credit because he's the boss, Steve Farace, even though he's probably out having Tom Collins with, is that an alcoholic drink?
Yes.
Okay. Having a Tom Collins with Jim Bunker.
And with some pineapple pizza.
With some pineapple pizza. Hashtag Tom Collins. So for David Joaqui, for Tim Tabala, my name is Arick Zant. You have been privy and honored to be on the A to Z program. I'm just kidding. It was our honor and pleasure to have you with us. We thank you all. We love you all. Thanks again for a great show, everybody. We will be back next week when Dave and I dive bowl deep into milk and cereal. And we will put the poll up on Pop Culture Pros to what cereals you want us to try. And we're ready. We're ready to eat. We got our spoons. We got our bowls. I got my nightlight and my glowworm. I'm ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in. I'm Arick Zant. This has been the A to Z program. Peace be with you and also with you. Good night, everyone. I'm ending it. I really am.